Okay, welcome back. Today we are taking the contents of this box and putting it on this counter, and we're taking that machine right over there and moving it alongside it on this counter. Formerly the location of a Frankie FM 850, and it just got to the point where it needed to go away. It was getting to the point where we didn't have the parts to fix it anymore, so those are pretty much at end of life. So today we're going to be rolling out a new product and get Mocha and Carmel on the counter. So a lot of this is going to be replumbing and kind of how I handle my replumbing under these counters. So come along for the journey. Hopefully it's a little entertaining, I don't know, but a lot of what we do and what we're trying to do here is make sure that it works for the store, and that at the end of it we have two functional machines with clear labeling, so if there's any issues the store is able to unplug and shut off this equipment. Alright, let's get started. Like that. We've got both our lines running up. The benefit of putting them on separate lines and not one shut off. I mean, we could have just teed it, but the benefit here is the store can isolate if they have an issue, and that is a huge benefit. Taking down two machines for the cost of one is definitely not worth it. It would be nice to have two backflow preventers, but it's not the end of the world. If we do end up having an issue with that, we can always have a plumber come out, add another shut off, and then eliminate everything I just did there and just tie those lines right to the backflow preventer. So we'll leave a little bit of a loop, so if they need to do that, they'll be able to do that. But for today, it's going to get it done. The key thing is not to add additional pressure across here. So you can see I loop this, but I'm making sure that I'm not like torquing it or bending it against itself. And then I give support on both sides so the store can activate those or shut those valves off accordingly. So without really having any issues. Except for that one. Apparently that one needs to be back here, which is fine. Stuff happens. That's why we test stuff. Much better. So it is a little tight, but I've run it that tight and not had issues before. I'd rather have it tight out of the way than flopping in the way of the store and them having issues all the time with hoses being in the way. Then they can actually use this cabinet for storage and not have to deal with all of that extra hose. So next we're going to just secure these so they're nice and tight up against. There's no pull if they move a machine, and we'll get to installing the equipment. Alright, we're making some headway. Got product in the machine now. Everything's nice and clean. So we've got it all set to go. Clean and sanitize our nozzles. And now we are to programming the unit. And I had to order up a new drip tray. So the one that this unit did not come with one. Which, you know, when we use used equipment, it happens. You know, it's hard to remember every single thing that needs to go with a piece of equipment. So I'm sure it's sitting on somebody's desk somewhere. It's not the end of the world. We'll get them a drip tray, take care of the store. You can't go wrong using a piece of equipment. This might have come out of a store that we just shut down, and you reuse that asset and get that asset paid for. So in this case, it's looking pretty nice. I'm going to set you guys up. We're going to get this guy calibrated, and then and you'll see I don't remember everything, so I'm using a cheat sheet. There's nothing wrong with using a cheat sheet. So once we're done with getting this calibrated and back together, we're going to clean and sanitize all these counters because kind of made a mess. So, but coming together. All right, I'll set you guys up and we'll get through this calibration. So, while we're in here, and I'll kind of show you around, the compressor needs to be on. That's pretty important. This creates an ice bath to cool the product and cool the water and cool everything. So if you don't have your compressor on, that's going to lead to problems. The other thing is this is where your program switch is. So he needs to be on to make adjustments. And then your adjustments for product are right here. So left, right, and then water adjustment is here. So get this front panel on. We're going to set a camera underneath here for now to help the store keep from having to clean this up, and then we'll be in good shape. So that's our last steps. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Until I see you again, remember, make a difference in someone's life, and we'll see you next time.